Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Trump fires back at this woke social justice warrior who tries to trap him with his history with women. It's not going to end well for her.
Go ahead. Okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can prove me wrong, but I don't think that you're a friend to women.
I knew I shouldn't have picked her. All right, so let me give you that answer right now. I respect women incredibly. I have had women working for me in positions that they've never worked in terms of construction, in terms of so many different jobs. I had a woman who was in charge of the building of Trump Tower many years ago, before anybody would have even thought of it, and did a fantastic job. I have given women more opportunity than I would say virtually anybody in the construction industry. I have a daughter named Ivanka and a wife named Melania who constantly want me to talk about women's health issues because they know how I feel about it, and they know how I feel about women. I respect women. I love women. I cherish women. You know, Hillary Clinton said he shouldn't cherish. Well, I said, I do cherish. I cherish women. My mother was one of the great people of the world, maybe the greatest ever, my mother. I respect women, and I'm going to take care of women. You know, Jeb Bush didn't want to fund women's health issues. You read that. You saw that. And then he took it back later. I will take care of women, and I have great respect for women, and I do cherish women. And I will take care of women. And I'll take care of us also from the enemy, meaning the enemy on different shores that's looking to come in and do numbers. Believe me, I will take care of the people in this country far better than any of the folks that you're looking at right now. That I can tell you. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
He's right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I thought it was finished.
Is it on? Okay. I want to get paid the same as a man, and I think you understand that. So, if you become president, will a woman make the same as a man, and do I get to choose what I do with my body?
Here it comes.
You're going to make the same if you do as good a job. You're going to make the same if you do as good a job.
On one hand, I really have to respect that level of sass. Just hands on the hips, crossed, arms crossed, just looking like I'm self-righteous, I know everything. And then, however, I had to take away all that respect because she got presented with the truth, presented with reality, was given a good answer by Trump. It's much better than Romney's answer of binders full of women. This is how you respond to the question, really. And so she got told the truth. Donald Trump does respect women, at least to a degree. We know that he's done some gross things in his past, but I think he's a little bit of a changed man since then. I'm not going to say that one way or the other ultimately, but I can say this. When you are presented with the truth and you immediately reject it, this girl has the mental fortitude of a 3-year-old throwing a tantrum. Hey y'all, as we know, you don't put all your eggs into one basket, right? So that's why I'm partnering over with my friends at Colonial Metals Group, who will help diversify your portfolio. And what they'll do is they'll set up for you a self-directed IRA account. You'll have direct access to your assets. You'll be able to see what all's going on, and it doesn't matter what the stock market does or what often happens, what the government does. Your assets will be protected. So let the team of experts over at Colonial Metals Group help secure your account and your family's future today. There's a link in the description below. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like that, there's a 1-800 number you can call. And most importantly, though, is the kicker. They'll throw in a safe and possibly up to $10,000 in U.S. silver to help you get things started. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. Granted, she's a little bit more composed, but that's ultimately where her mental level is at. And I would normally feel sorry for her, but no, this is the world that she wants. This is the world that was created for her by leftists in order to advance the message. And apparently this isn't even her first time getting spanked around up on a national stage. Oh, no. I think she shows up in another video with Michael Knowles, and he puts her basically underneath the ground. It was just a massive display of just her lack of ability to think. And what is she complaining about here? Well, she thinks that a woman makes less than a man. This on paper is correct. A woman often will make less money than a man, often at the same job, because women have different priorities and will often have to become mothers. So you factor that into the system, to the equation, all of a sudden you now realize that, oh, our choices matter. And see, it's also illegal to pay someone less, but if you make less money, it's sort of a different thing altogether. So this point gets disproven time and time and time again, and yet the left still repeats it. Granted, this is an older clip, and I have not heard too many feminists come out and say that, oh, we're not making as much as men anymore. Mainly because, there's a D in front of the name of the current man in office, so of course he's never going to get any proper criticism. So there's even more to unpack with this. Trump is giving a good answer, something that Republicans are not good at, all right? Mitt Romney in 2012 had the gaffe of having binders full of women. That's what happens when you play their game in their stadium, on their field, with their rules, their equipment, and you didn't even come up prepared for the right sport. A lot of conservatives don't understand this. This is why Vivek and Trump are so stinking popular. Because they understand how to talk to the media. They understand how to change the narrative. They understand that it's someone else's stadium, so we have to play by their rules. It doesn't matter that they're so righteous. It doesn't matter that they have a lot of guts. It doesn't matter that they get sass levels up to 100% and show it off to the world. No. It's the fact that they cannot perceive a reality where they're wrong. They cannot perceive a reality where they are not the victim. And ultimately, conservatives are just people that have gotten over their trauma. That's a lot of what drives the leftist wokies today. These people are traumatized by other failures that have happened in their families, maybe in their church or in their schools, and they've let that trauma consume them. It becomes a crutch. And so this lady, for her own mental protection, can't think outside of the box. This is a product of our education system. This is a byproduct of having decades of Hollywood ridiculous stories that you are the exception. You can follow your dreams. No, you are not an exception. Your dreams will most likely be taken away from you because you ultimately aren't going to be capable of going out there and living it. Because we're not equipping our kids to do so. That's the sad reality. That is a sad truth. That we do not equip people with the mental strengths and fortitudes to go out there and achieve their dreams. I'm lucky. This has been one of my dreams for a while. This job is a dream job. But it was handed to me. I barely even knew how to work for it properly. That's what our education system does to us. And I went to a private school. So y'all, we've got to start fixing education. I harp on it all the time here and I'll bet you're sick of it, but until it starts changing, I'm going to keep speaking on it. So yeah, that's what happens when you try to go up against Trump. You make yourself look like a fool and you're a constant reminder to the world that our education system is completely broken. Time to fix it. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And hey, let me know how you would fix education down in the comments below. And until then, y'all have a good one.